Hello friend, welcome to V tutorial. My name is Mahavir. In today's video, we will create an automatic form which is assigned to any object. Whenever you click over here, you will get the form. So you can enter the data and you can select these information. Whenever you click on the save button, you will get the confirmation whether you want to save. And when you click on the yes button, it will save in the next available row. Dear friend, you can create by using very simple code. You can create this within 30 minutes. So watch the video till the end. It will enhance your knowledge of VBA forms. So before going ahead, if you are new to our channel, please subscribe, like and comment in the video. So first we need an Excel file. We have to save it as macro enable. Come to the file tab, save as, browse, and it must be in the macro enabled workbook so that the VBA code can be run in this file. Save this file. After that we need to enable the developer tab. If it is not available in your Excel, then come to the files, go to options and come to the customize ribbon, and here you can see developer tab. Just tick over here, click OK, and then you can see the developer tab. Now click over here, but before that we need to maintain the Excel sheet with the headings. So here first we need the serial number, then company name, and then address, city, then type, whether it's government or private, then email address, mobile number, and finally the billing status. So we would like to save this information using the automated form. So just make some adjustment in the column width, and after that you can save this row and make it bold, fill some color. I think that's good one, and you can also increase some font, and you can freeze the first row so that if we have more than 29 rows data, so the header should be at the same place. It must be freeze. So we have total 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8 rows. Also we would like to save the username and the time whenever the record was saved, and who saved that record. We would like to save that record as well. So I will use the format painter. So after that we would like to enter shape here, and you can change it like this. Now right click, come to the edit text, enter the open form, click anywhere outside this form, and you can move anywhere little bit downside. Select this one, come to the home tab, adjust the font, increase the font as well. Okay, now it looks nice. So now we will create one form which is available in the developer tab. So now come to the developer tab and click on the Visual Basic window. So this is the Visual Basic, and if some windows were open, close that once. We will use this book1.xlsm file. So now select this one and click on the insert menu and come to the user form. You can move this tool and you can resize according to your requirement. So I think this would be okay. And now here change the name of this form to form FRM. It is the short form of the form, so that we can identify the name of this form, and it is very useful in the VBA coding. So form customer, enter, and in the caption field we will change it to the customer database system, and that's it for right now. You can also define the height here or width over here. Now again select this one. First I would like to insert some frame over it. So this is the frame, and I would like to put the frame over here, and you can give the name to FRM customer, and the caption would be the customer related or customer only, whatever the name you want to enter, you can enter. And now we will put some label over here. So this is the label. Just click over here and click over here, and this is the name field. So there is no need to mention the name of the labels because we will not use the label name in our coding system. We will change the caption of these labels. So the label first would be the company, and now we can copy and paste, and then we will change the caption to address. Then looking nice. Now we will insert some text field over here. So these are the text boxes which we will use to enter the data. So this will be used for company. So I will give the name because we will use the name of these fields in our VBA code. So txt company, txt denotes to the text field. So it is very good idea to put some short name of the type of the field which we are using. And now we will create another one for address, and it would be txt address. We can also select, copy, Control C, and then paste, so that the height, width, and the formatting of the field would be the same as the previous one, and change the name it to txt city. And in the type option we would like to use option buttons. So the user have option to select the option ratios or the button, we can say anyone from them. So I will select this one. I will give the name to option govt government and change the caption to govt. Similarly, if you double click on any subject, it will open in the VBA. Again I will select this one, and I will change the OPT option PVT and change the caption as well to PVT. That's it. And now I will copy paste for email, copy and paste for mobile number. I will change the name txt mobile, sorry, it is for email, and this is for txt mobile. And for billing type we would like to use combo boxes. So we will enter the options over here, and user will click in this button and can select the option we provided for the user, whether the billing is pending or not. You can adjust the labels and put in front of the text. So I will not waste your time. I will also give the name of this one. So CMB denotes to the combo box, and it is for billing status. And now we will give the button for saving this record and the second button for clearing the data. I will select that button and I will give the name to CMD save, and you can also define the shortcut key S. So whenever we press S, it will run automatically, and change the caption to save. Press enter. You can see, and now change the caption of this one is clear, and change the caption, sorry, the name to CMD clear. Now we will run this form whether it's working or not, and we will see how it looks in the Excel. So now click anywhere else and click on this button, run. Now you can see this form, it's looking great. All fields are working, but we are not getting data in it, and it will not save because we have not assigned any code in this form. Now I will close, and again it will open in this Visual Basic window. So our form design is complete. Now we will move to our coding place. So we will select this one, and now I will insert one module, and now we will type our first code. First we need to create one function or macro which will be assigned to that. I will open that Excel file. I will assign that macro to this open form object, and whenever somebody when the user click on this object, the form must be open. Now come to the developer tab, click on the Visual Basic and select this module and type sub procedure open form. Press enter and type the form name frm customer .sho show. Save this file. You can close this one, and now right click over here and click on the assign macro, and here you can see some macros are coming which is already saved in my computer. You can see macros in this workbook only, so you will see macro available in this workbook only. It will filter. We have created one subroutine or the macros open form. Select that one and press OK and click anywhere else, and now whenever I click, that form has been opened. Click this one. So now the macro is working perfectly. Okay friends, so we will come to the developer tab. Now we will type here our first sub save record. This would be the name, and dim sh as worksheet, dim I row as long, set sh equals to this workbook dot sheets. Press tab, and then here we need to define the sheet name where we would like to save our data. It is customer, and we will see in the Excel what is the actual name. It is sheet 1. We will rename to customer, data, and now come to this tab, and then we need to define or calculate the row number in which the data save. First our code should check the row automatically. So I row equals to, we will use the count a function of the Excel. So I will explain, just wait a minute. Count a, and we will use customer, then exclamation, and we will check the field column of A, and we will close this one, sorry, this bracket, and then +1. So we are using count a function of the Excel for getting the field row. We would like to know how many fields are filled. So here, if you see, if I use that formula, if I run this one, so it will select the sheet customer and column A, and right now in this column only one row has some data, so the result would be 1. I would like to fill the information in the second, so I added 1 in that formula, so automatically it will come to the second row. If we have data in for example in up to 9th rows, so it will count to 9 and add 1, so it will fill the data in the 10th row. So this is the basically use of this count a function. I hope you understand. So now we will attach our data. So we will use with sh, and we will close and with, so that now I will use cell, type the cells, and here first I need to define the row index. So the row index would be I row, comma, and the first one, and close it, equals to I row and -1. So this is for header, sorry, 1. So this is defined the header. I will leave first one, and now I will again use cells, then I row, comma, into on the second row I would like to retrieve frm customer dot txt company press tab dot value. So now the second column, and now I will copy this one and paste, and I will change it to 3, and this time it would be address. Again I will paste it, and 4 column, and this would be city, and then 5th column, this would be the combo box. But here I will use if function, and expression would be if frm customer dot option value is true, then it would be government, otherwise it would be private. Bracket close, press enter. Then again I will use cells, I row, and 6th column it would be frm customer dot txt email dot value. I will copy and paste txt mobile in 7th, and in the 8th column it would be combo. CMB billing status dot value, press enter, cells I row dot 9. We would like to enter the username, so application dot user name, and here cells I row 10th, and here we will close this one. Now we will define the formatting. It would be dd dot mm dash yyyy and then hh and then minutes and then ss. We will close this one, press enter. Sorry. So now I will close this. The current situation, so we have already created the code which is linked over here. So now I will assign that code in the save button, and I would like to see one message as well whether we would like to save it or not. So we have option whether we can cancel it, and we do the rectification, and then once we click yes, it should add in the first row, and if the first row is filled then it comes to the second row, third row, fourth row, and so on. So I will close this one and I will go to the VBA window. Now I will double click over here, and now I will double click on this button. So whenever I click on this button, so what I would like, but before that I would like to assign some, define some objects as VB message box result and MSG value equals to MSG. We would like to see VB yes no plus VB information, then close, and the title would be the confirmation, and I will close this one. Okay, and now I will check with by using if MSG value equals to VB no, then exit sub or call save record. Now save it, and we will close this one. Again I will save it, and now I will open this form. Now I would like to click on the sub button, so we are getting that confirmation, and here we are getting information icon. Do you want to save the record? If no, nothing will happen. No. Again I will click on this, and if I click on the yes, and we can see one record has been added. Again if I click and save, and we can see the second row. So it's working perfectly as per our choice, but we are not getting the billing status over here. No problem at all. So we are getting serial number, company name, and but here we would like to change. We want to clear whenever we save this button, and the data should be saved and the all fields should be clear. So we will write that code, and also we will use that code in the clear button. So if I would like to clear without saving, so whenever I click over here, so the data should be clear from this form. Now we will open the Visual Basic and come to the module tab and come to the end and type sub clear form, press enter, customer form. So we will start typing with FRM customer and with first txt company dot value equals to nil, txt address dot value, txt city dot value would be nil, dot opt government value would be false, dot opt private dot value would be false, dot txt email dot value would be blank, dot txt mobile dot value equals to blank. And now we will assign cmb dot clear. First we would like to clear, and cmb billing status dot add item to pending, copy paste to done. That's it. Close this one, and now we will close this one, and I will here I will come to the form, double click on the clear button, then we will save this one and I will paste over here. And here, do you want to clear the record? If no, then exit, otherwise called clear form, and I will copy this one and I will paste this over here as well. And now I will close this one. So now open the form, fill some data, and it is pending, and now save. Yes, so we are getting the information and the data is clear automatically. Again, if we enter any data, ABC and billing status is done, save it, yes, and it is getting saved. So hopefully guys, this video will help you to create these kind of forms. If you have any query, please comment. I will give the answer as soon as possible. Thank you for watching our video. Please come back again.